was working, typical day, and CSS personnel comes down and says, hey, we got your assignment. So I was excited, like, oh, where is it? California? Because that's where we're trying to go. She said, no. So she looks down and she goes, it's at Pease Air National Guard Base in New Hampshire. And we both looked at each other. We're like, what the heck? Where is this place? We had no idea.
Located 60 miles north of Boston, Pease Air National Guard Base is home to the 157th Air Refueling Wing and the 64th Air Refueling Squadron. As part of the Total Force Integration Program, also known as TFI, the 64th Air Refueling Squadron is a diverse organization. Active duty airmen work side by side with their Air National Guard counterparts to support various wing functions, including maintenance, intel, Force Support Squadron, supply, POL, comm, medical, operations, and many others. This close working relationship increases the effectiveness of both organizations and has set the standard for total force integration throughout the Air Force.
What I really love about this location, Pease, and what all of you are doing is you are really a model for total force integrations.
And then I take those recommendations and I farm them off to the air staff and say, hey, A1, go look at why we can't do what's working at Pease everywhere else in the Air Force.
And when you look at the initiative like here at Pease, it is part of that modeling that we use to make those decisions on the future.
The Guard works with the 64th together as a whole. I mean, everyone's like a big family. And I've heard of other bases being separated, and I'm like, wow, how do you separate? But together as a whole, as a wing, it's like a family.
This is unique, so it's just one Air Refueling Squadron. So whether you're a flyer, a pilot, maintainer, finance, we're all under the same one umbrella squadron. So it is pretty unique for the Air Force unit to be like that.
Being a part of the Total Force is an incredible opportunity for especially our younger airmen, because you're working with other career fields that you may not ever be exposed to.
I have a technician superintendent, which is technically a supervisor, and also a supervisor who is a member of comm, and my raider is a crew chief, which at any active duty base that would never be the case. It would always be somebody you work with.
I'm the only 4N. I'm the only medic, and then we have our flight doc, so we make up the small medical team. But then we also have the AGR guys here that I can always go to if I need help with anything or help with patients. You know, we help each other out. So even if you are the only person, there's always someone that can help you out.
One of the things that new airmen coming to this base will have to deal with is the different mother-father situation, who's taking care of them essentially. So with McConnell, they take care of some aspects, but then Hanscom takes care of other aspects, and then we have the Naval Yard, which take care of our medical and dental. So it's a complicated dynamic, and it can be frustrating, but there's been a good job with sponsors here, so we don't have to. We've had this trial and error of all the people before, new people coming here, so it's been figured out for the most part, and as long as people are aware that they just have to ask, raise a question and ask.
This area has so much to do. That's one of the greatest things about this is there's so much to do, especially for like families with kids. We use Seacoast Kids Calendar, and it's just a calendar online that every event like in the Seacoast area, and it'll tell you if it's free or not. So like in the summertime, if we have something, a day that we're not doing anything, go on there and see what's going on in the area.
The good thing about the 64th is that we are a smaller squadron, so it is a more tight-knit, no matter what your job is, if you are a refueler, if you are maintenance, if you are a pilot, if you are in the ops building, we work as a unit together. There is a lot of family functions that the squadron does put on.
New England is amazing. It really is. I mean, you get all the seasons, and a lot of people are intimidated by the winter, but it's 82 degrees and beautiful right now. There's so much to do in the community. There's so much to do local in New England. There's so much to do with the mission that's so different than anything else you'd get a chance to do. It really is an incredible experience to be here. So it really is fantastic. We're excited to get you here and get your families here to be a part of the 64th Air Refueling Squadron.